St. Louis Presents. I'm so excited to be here with my co-host, Sarah Bernard. Hello, hello.
Hello, April. It's nice to see you again. I was here with Rob a couple weeks ago, and back with you is always fun.
I know, it's so good to have you. We have another great show. We have fabulous guests here today. You guys are going to love this. We have Noel, who is from XV Fashions. Yep. And then we also have Teresa Wilson with the Blessing Basket Project. I'm really excited. Wait till you hear about that one.
Yeah, really good guest. And we also have Chef E with Aren't You Hungry?
Yay!
Here with us. And the great thing is it's almost Valentine's Day, so we get to talk about chocolate today. And there's lots of chocolate cooking. There's regular chocolate, white chocolate. There's Oreos. So I don't know what's happening there. Lots of good food. So what have you got coming for today?
Well, we're gonna step it up a notch.
Okay.
Okay. You know, chocolate, strawberries, whipped cream, red roses, Valentine's Day,
right?
And something fried.
Yeah, that's really throwing me off.
You talk about decadent. This fried cheesecake dumpling is a signature dessert of mine.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to make it. It's very simple. And then we're going to stuff some strawberries. I know women like roses and stuff, but they're going to die. Give her something she can remember. We're going to stuff this strawberry with some cheesecake. We're going to dip it in chocolate. We're going to make a dozen of them. We're going to give it to her, and we're going to have a nice time later on when the camera's off.
Awesome. All right.
All right. Well, stay tuned for more of St. Louis Presents. We'll be right back. You look beautiful in all your red for Valentine's Day.
Valentine-y time. So, you know, we're getting past Mardi Gras. We're moving into the one big day that we get to celebrate next week, Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I got my hearts on.
So let's talk about Valentine's Day because you know, I did a quick survey before we went on air, and it seems that the men in our crew prefer chocolate. And actually, it seems like a lot of the women do too, as opposed to flowers. So what about you, April?
Well, I like both. I'm not gonna lie. But I don't like roses. I like more exotic kind of flowers.
Yeah.
But I gotta tell you, chocolate just makes me think of when I was little. I remember that I always felt like such a grown-up, such a lady, because my daddy would bring me this gorgeous box of, you know, like a heart-shaped box. Remember the velvet-shaped, heart-shaped boxes? Yes. And he'd bring my mom a big one, and my sister and I would get these smaller ones. And it's just always been my favorite.
If I remember the number correctly, I think it's 35 million boxes of heart-shaped chocolate are sold in the United States every Valentine's Day. And Valentine's Day is the 4th largest candy-giving holiday in the year, in the holiday year. So,
heaven for a dentist.
Heaven, well, yeah, they're loving March. March and April, those cavities set in. But, so anyway, I have a question for you. What do you think about women? Should women give gifts to men, or should women just be the recipients at Valentine's Day?
Well, that's a good question. You know, I think men like to feel special too. And believe it or not, see, I bet you none of our crew would admit it, but they like those little stuffed animal thingies too. You know?
think?
I think they do.
And we'll have to ask them at the break.
Ask them at the break. I bet you they might not tell us, but I think they do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we both should. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely love to, you know, give gifts to men in my life. So
yeah, why not?
Yes,
and men love chocolate.
They do.
Yeah, they do.
They do probably more than we do.
My honey doesn't even try to hide it. Loves chocolate.
Yeah.
So yeah. Any kind of chocolate.
Yeah. So we've got Valentine's Day and lots of great stuff. And Chef E in the kitchen is going to show us how to make some Valentine's special things that we can do at home as well.
Yes.
So,
what's your favorite way to spend the holiday?
The Valentine's Day, well, you know, I love to celebrate with my children too. So the children, I like to make them feel special. We start in the morning with maybe Valentine-shaped pancakes with strawberries on top, and then of course we have a special Valentine's dinner, and you know, so I like it to be a special day.
Very nice. Yeah, I think it's a day of just celebrating love, although the history of it is pretty sad, you know, all these martyrs and stuff.
Yeah, going way back. We don't have time to go into all the medieval history of Valentine's Day,
but it's just a festival of love. I love that.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. Okay, so coming up next, we've got a great show, and we've got a wonderful first guest, Noel. Yeah. She has a new boutique at St. Louis Mills Mall called XV Fashion. So welcome, Amber, to STL TV and St. Louis Presents show. So glad to have you. You've got some really cool shoes here for Valentine's Day and all year round. So tell us about these.
Well, basically, I brought 3 pair of red shoes for Valentine's Day. I have 2 pair over here that's custom made. I have some jewels on them with some broken glass. They're real popular at my store. These right here are some pumps with a high platform in it. And then I have some boots over here as well.
Yeah, these are quite some shoes. So do you only sell high-heeled shoes?
Yes. I have some flats, of course.
Yeah, yeah. These are amazing. So you actually do all this design work yourself?
Yes.
Look at that.
I know. So that's a lot of sparkle.
It is a lot.
Make a girl feel sparkly. So tell us how you got started. You're a very young entrepreneur, so congratulations on the chutzpah that it takes to get your own business going. And that's not an easy industry, fashion design. So how did you get started?
Well, basically, back when I was 17, I always wanted to be my own business owner, and I was always into fashion. So when I had my prom, I wanted to do my own dress and shoes. So when I turned 21, I just put forth the effort and went ahead and opened up my own store.
Yeah.
So you've been open for about 6 months now?
Yes, opened back in August 2012.
Yeah. So how is it going?
Everything is going great. I can't complain. I love it.
Is it harder than you expected or easier?
Yes, I'm not gonna say it's easy because I'm the boss, manager, associate, CEO, founder, everything.
Janitor.
Yeah, everything. So,
Yeah.
but I love it. I can't complain at all.
You're probably putting in a lot of hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what would you say are the things that you're learning from opening your own business, from just saying, this is what I'm gonna do, bam, and just running with it?
Well, that's exactly what I did. I ran with it. So I'm learning all the things I didn't do at the beginning, but it's all a great experience. Like right now, I'm getting my website together. So xvfashion.com will be coming soon, and my logos and everything, I just kind of ran with it.
So when the website's up, are you going to sell online as well or just direct people to the boutique?
I'm going to sell online.
You are? Great. So it's another way people, if they can't get to the Mills Mall, they can just shop online as soon as that's up and ready to go.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some beautiful shoes. Oh, there's some photos of the boutique right there. Because you do clothing as well.
Yes.
Right? Yes.
I have a sale going on right now, so it's 35% off all the clothes until Valentine's Day.
Oh, nice.
So get your Valentine's gift at XV Fashion, St. Louis Malls.
What inspires you?
My dedication, I just want to be successful, so I just keep moving forward.
Right. Well, so what inspires you in your designs? What do you think of? I know as a designer, a lot of times, you do the storyboard and you really put the whole collection together before you ever, cut a piece of fabric or, put on a bead. So
really, the shoes actually got inspired because I wanted some shoes for my birthday when I turned 21, and I couldn't really afford no high end, but I wanted some shoes to look high end, so I went ahead and designed my own shoes that everybody I know love and what I would love. And as far as with the shoes, I go with the top designers, and I kind of look at what they're going for, and I try to look forward in the future what will be popular.
So who is your primary customer?
Females, of course, confident women from the ages of, it could, because of high school, they be having homecomings and prom, so I would say from like 16 on up to maybe 39, 40.
Notice she said confident women when she's talking about these kind of heels. I don't know that I would have the confidence to walk steadily, but I would try.
Yeah. So your target audience really is a younger woman, though, to build her confidence. I love this because here you are, a young woman, and you've just taken off and said, I'm just going to build my dream, and and it sounds like you're reaching out to other young women, much like you, to build them up and give them confidence as well.
Of course.
Yeah. Excellent. So what's next for you?
My online, and I have a couple of other ideas I want to do as far as with the shoes. Like, I just want to be more so a shoe boutique.
Okay.
I don't want to have clothes anymore, so I'm going to lean towards more shoes, have my focus more on shoes.
Excellent. Well, Amber, congratulations. You really, I'm very impressed with the courage that it takes.
21.
So, I know.
You're 21 right now?
Thanks for being
Yes.
here.
Amazing.
Now, here's where people can find the store and the phone number and how they can reach you if they want to get in touch and put on some shoes and feel gorgeous and confident. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, we will be right back, and we will have Teresa Wilson of the Blessing Basket Project. Yay, more good stuff.
Experience St. Louis.
This financial advisor is being accused of committing one of the largest investment frauds in the history of the United States.
I guess we're not going to Aspen. That's fine. You see, I like tennis balls. He likes insider trading. So he's going to jail and I'm going to a shelter. And no, they're not the same thing. Shelters are for good pets that want to be adopted. Jails are for criminals. I've done nothing. Uh-oh. Ooh, okay, I stole a cheeseburger once. I'm a dog.
Welcome back to St. Louis Presents. We are so excited to have our next guest, Miss Teresa Wilson of the Blessing Basket Project, which is located right here up the street from us, actually, STL TV. Right. So happy to have you to tell us about all the great things you've been doing these last few years here.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. You know, I got to ask you, because we were talking in the green room, and what really got me excited is the fact when you started talking about what you do. Like, so there's the baskets, which are gorgeous, but what the baskets provide is that they actually bring women out of a state of poverty.
That's right.
So explain how that works.
That's right. Well, the best way to talk about it is in real numbers. When the Blessing Basket Project, for example, entered into Bangladesh, the women there were making about the U.S. equivalent of $1, and their baskets were being sold as fairly traded baskets here in the United States. The Blessing Basket Project, for that exact same basket to that exact same woman, pays the U.S. equivalent of almost $12. So that difference is what we call the prosperity wage. This is a model that we developed, and we know exactly how long, how many baskets, how much money it takes to get a woman from abject poverty to sustainable prosperity. And in fact, we just graduated 25 people out of poverty in Ghana, Africa earlier this past summer.
Oh, how exciting. You have pictures.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
so
is this the ceremony?
Exactly. This is immediately after the ceremony. We have a strong partnership with Whole Foods Market. We're in about 140 of their stores, and this is one of the proud graduates. These people start businesses with all the excess capital that they get from the Blessing Basket Project, and they go on to start businesses, and it's those businesses working in their own local economy that gets them out of poverty.
So it's a launching pad.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, and when you say you're in the Whole Foods store, what exactly is that partnership?
So the Whole Foods Market stores, we're in about 140 of them nationwide, and we've earned our shelf space.
The baskets.
Exactly.
Okay.
We've earned our shelf space one store at a time, and it's because our model speaks for itself. The results like what we just saw, and there are more. We've also brought some photographs of another woman, Mimuna, that you'll meet in a minute. But these are our baskets. These are not your grandmother's baskets. These are not your mother's baskets. I mean, these are from all over the world. We serve 7 countries around the world. And the artisans, obviously, as you can see, have a great deal of skill.
And people use these baskets for anything.
Absolutely. Right? We've had them used from everything from storing magazines to somebody put their mother's ashes in one because she was such a blessing in their life. So we've seen them used for just about everything.
So the baskets are sold empty, just like that, and can be used however.
Exactly. And it's every single basket is signed by the artisan who made it. The Blessing Basket Project does a fantastic job of connecting you directly to the artisan. In fact, you can go to our website and put your artisan's information in, and up will pop their picture, all of their details.
Really?
You can actually even get emails every single time they're paid. You'll know exactly how many baskets they got paid for. This is technology that we've developed from the ground up that we're in the process of patenting.
So real quickly, because I actually want to hear more we've got more photos of some graduates, right? But I also want to, so how do people find your website if they want to get a basket and watch their artisan grow?
So it's the blessingbasket.org, and I know that we're going to be able to put that information up on the screen. We also have home party sales through Seeds of Blessing. So if you are a woman here in the United States and you'd like to make some extra income and help a woman overseas, visit us at seedsofblessing.com, or you can go to blessingbasket.org, where we've got a fantastic online shopping experience for you.
So tell us more of the good stuff. I want to hear the juicy stories.
Well, I brought some pictures of another woman, Madam Mimuna. Hopefully they'll be able to bring those up for us. And Mimuna started a store, a roadside store. This is her back in 2007. She was the first store in the village. And if you look in the background, there's like soaps, and in the foreground here, she's standing in front of some grain. She was a weaver. She used her prosperity wages to go into the nearby town and purchase items in bulk. Just a year later, look at the expansion of her store. She now has all kinds of expendable income items like candy and those kinds of things, which means prosperity is coming to the village. And here, just this past summer, this is her standing in her brick and mortar store, where she now sells everything from Pepsi-Cola to gasoline. That is the power of a prosperity wage, and that is the power of entrepreneurism. When you ignite the spirit of entrepreneurism in people, and you give them the launching pad to get the job done, the world changes. And so when you purchase a blessing basket, that is what you are igniting around the world.
Absolutely.
So we also brought a clip for you so that you can hear directly the voice of one of our country directors from Indonesia. Her name is Ninja, and she has been working with us for a number of years. So
excellent. Well, let's see that.
I realize that people here in Gobang Rumpin, they they don't dare to dream of anything in their life. They like to only to keep up their need, everyday need, and even they don't have a courage to dream of something that better than their life now. And I found that many children here, they are dropped out from the school, and actually the problem is not just the money. Maybe the parents have the money to send the kids to the school, but sometimes parents don't care if the higher education can give the children the better life in their future life. So sometimes it breaks my heart to see that the parents love to send their children to the work so they can earn more money to help they fulfill the need for their daily life. Blessing Basket give the weaver premium wage, and it's not only the only slightly different than other buyers, other basket buyers, but the difference is like this, like the earth and the sky. So we hope, like you said, we hope we can have the villagers is graduated from their poverty.
Right. Why is it that it brings you to tears when we work with the weavers?
You know that it's so rare to have the opportunity to have a cooperation with such organization like Blessing Basket. So that's it. I think. Sorry.
I love this. I heard the one thing that popped out at me is that when you guys come in, women have the ability to dream that they never did. I knew you were going to make me weep. That was beautiful.
So to take a woman from abject poverty who really only knows survival literally for the next few hours, to use a simple basket and the unique model that we have to take her from that sense of survival all the way to dreaming of a business and to run that business. It's a real privilege to do what we do. And when you buy a basket, you make that possible.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you for what you do, Teresa.
Thank you guys so much for the opportunity to tell St. Louis about it.
Really good stuff. All right, coming up next, we have Chef E in the kitchen, who is going to be he's stirring up some Valentine's treats, which we looked at earlier. So, and Teresa Wilson, we had your information on the screen. People will contact you about the Blessing Basket Project. Good stuff. So come in, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
For those dealing with the struggles of caring for a loved one, we hear you. Visit AARP.org/caregiving for advice and support.
Over 13 million people are affected by famine, war, and drought in the Horn of Africa.
Make a simple text donation of $10.
But do more than donate. Forward the facts.
Welcome back, and we are in the kitchen with Chef E. This is the part we've been in, just can't wait for.
I've been pretty excited about this. There's some good stuff going on here.
So tell us what you got going.
I have no idea.
We'll make it up.
I have a Valentine's chocolate mess.
Then I say we just eat.
Just eat, that's
Just
what
give
I'm
me a
saying.
spoon.
So there's chocolate and oil, which is an interesting combo.
Well, what I've done, and then for time purposes, what I've done, I've already pre-wrapped this. It's just a piece of my homemade cheesecake, but you can buy it in the store. You can however you want to do it. And what I've done, you get you some string. Don't get nylon string.
Okay.
It'll burn.
Okay.
It'll melt. And just drop it in your oil.
Okay, wait, what's wrapped around the cheesecake?
Phyllo dough.
Okay, see, you left that part out. That's really important for us to know. It looks like paper.
It is. And it only takes a second. You just want to brown it.
This is so cool.
Bring
it's
it up out of there.
Package.
Bring it up out of there. You should have a drainer here, you know, and strain it there and let it strain. And that's it. It don't take seconds. You don't want to fry the cheesecake. You just want to put a little coating, you know, it's like putting on a sports jacket.
So you did, all right, so you have cheesecake in there. Can we have any kind of cheesecake?
Then it won't be a fried cheesecake dumpling.
Well, let's say it's fried chocolate cake dumpling. Can we do that?
You can do what you want to do.
Okay, but you've got cheesecake, which
I got
is your
cheesecake,
specialty.
which is my specialty.
The phyllo, is that hard to work with?
Well, you have to be quick.
Okay.
It will dry out. So what you can do, you could put a little oil, a little water, put a little sugar water or something on there to keep it if you're not really quick. But it takes so long.
There's the secret.
Yeah, right.
You just have to work really, really quick. And I use a little parchment paper so, you know, you take the oil out. And make sure when you're tying your string, now, when you're tying your string, make sure you don't tie it where you can't untie it.
Okay.
You want just a little slip knot and get up under there because it's hot. It's been in grease. And just slip it on off of there.
So you can reuse
really easy.
that.
See that? And yeah, you reuse the same string.
I will tell you this, Chef E. One of the things I love about having you on the show and watching what you do is that you always show such beautiful presentation.
Well, thank you.
I think I've said this before. In Italy, we have a saying, anche l'occhio vuole la sua parte, which means that even the eye wants to enjoy what's on the plate. So
And if it looks good,
if it looks good
and it smells good, it's probably going to taste good.
Gonna be
Absolutely,
good.
and I believe that totally.
And now
love
look what he
that.
did with this fork. So
You know, just take
how
a fork, knife, a
simple
spoon,
is that to make
and dust a little powdered sugar over there. And here's a little tip with the powdered sugar. A lot of people don't use a lot of confection sugar at home.
Right.
Because it sits there and it gets old and it gets stale.
Right.
Sugar can get stale. If you have regular sugar, granulated sugar, just take some and put it in your mixer.
Okay.
About a quarter cup will make about 2 cups of powdered sugar. And just put it on while you're cooking, put it on there and it'll be powdery.
You throw it in a blender.
Right.
A blender.
You want to buy things when you're buying your foods. You want to buy them in their purest form.
Right.
The bigger they are, the bulkier they are, the cheaper you're going to pay because you pay a lot more for packaging.
Right.
So get your stuff straight from the source if you can.
Right.
And then just do a little work at home. You'll have more fun in the kitchen. You'll be able to play with it more.
Now tell us about these strawberries. 'Cause
Strawberries.
that was very intriguing.
Look at that.
Now, we talk about stuffed strawberries. And it's the same thing. What I do is I take that same cheesecake and I puree it.
Oh.
Okay? And what I do is you take your strawberry.
Interesting.
And what I have is a little carving knife because I do a lot of sculpturing.
Okay.
Or you can take any type of utensil that's kind of
Like a
small.
little
And what do you want to do? Typically, during Valentine's Day, I get the long stem strawberries. You just want to take your little knife in there and just carve out a little bit.
Ooh, a little opening
space.
there.
Get your fine tip baker's bag, and you can grind up nuts, brandies, things of that nature, cook them down, make it a little pasty, and just pipe it in there. Pipe it in there. Let it come on out. Some's going to come out. That's fine.
Okay, so right
And
now.
then you just dip it in the chocolate.
And that is cheesecake.
Yeah.
He just stuffed it with
I love
cheesecake.
it.
Oh, y'all don't want to eat on camera. Get all that chocolate
Oh,
on
I
your
have
teeth.
no
We'll
problem
wait.
with
Yeah,
it.
no, crazy.
I have no
Big one.
problem.
That's a
I
big
can taste it.
boy. Look at
I
that. Look at
know.
that. Look at
Let's
that
try
big
this
boy.
stuff.
Get rid of that big boy. Look at it. It's falling all off. She's like, oh, that's what I'm talking about. And that tastes a whole lot better than rose, don't it?
Oh, yeah. Not only will it not die, it tastes better.
But you know, and then here again, you've got fruit. Got a little chocolate, unsweetened chocolate. You don't need sweet chocolate. You got a little cheesecake. That way you don't have to feel guilty about eating a whole cheesecake dumpling.
Exactly.
And you can do those little
This looks very shareable.
appetizing. But you know, you can go ahead and dive in it if you want to.
I love, you know, I love this
took
because
away the fork.
as
Made
you
a
said,
fork.
this is, you know, one of the things I talked about earlier this year was having a year full of small indulgences. It's a gorgeous small indulgence.
Absolutely.
Makes me happy. My whole mouth is happy.
Well, you got some chocolate right there.
Right?
Looking all.
Yeah, you got. But you know
That's
what?
all
It's
right.
okay.
We don't want the
You're
viewers talking
enjoying
about
it.
she a messy eater.
So now tell us how you do catering.
Absolutely.
We know that. And so you've got a display here. This is one of your specialties that you put
That
out.
is a replica of this in a cup. So if you're at an hors d'oeuvre party and you just want to have something passing around dessert. So I mean, I think before we've done the sweet potato cookies. Anything that's big can be made small. And then you don't feel as guilty.
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking at probably about 300-400 calories there. You're looking at probably 25-30 there.
Okay, so they're little cheesecake tarts.
Yeah, that's all. No, they're not tarts.
What are they?
He's very specific,
Tarts.
Sarah.
What would you
I
call
say
them?
nothing about no tart. These are cheesecake bites. You just, you know, take it to the head. Pop one right on in there. You know what I'm saying? Just a tart,
right,
you know, anyway. And then you serve these at your little hors d'oeuvre parties. Be like, oh, that's so cute.
That is cute.
You
And
can
it's-
also make little salads
and
like that and all types
sophisticated.
of things. So
It
you-
is sophisticated, isn't it? It's and this is perfect for a Valentine's Day dinner.
Especially if you want to do some finger food.
Ooh.
Right.
Some finger licking good food, you know what I'm talking about?
Okay, but I
mean,
really.
because Valentine's Day
going there
really
to
is
see this.
typically about romance.
Let's see what's happening.
I mean, when you
Wait,
get down to it.
what? Valentine's Day is all about romance. We're going to taste this.
That's right.
Because.
All right, give it a
I don't
whirl,
know, it looks-
Sarah.
It looks
Go.
good. You know, it's creamy inside.
It's cheesecake.
But it's like, I think putting it in that hot oil gives it a different.
It does give it a different texture. Now, typically what I do, and because I'm trying to be health conscious, you can really go overboard. Make you a little brown sugar and some nutmeg and a little butter and put it inside that phyllo dough. Then put your cheesecake in there and watch that caramelization
You know what?
and some whipped cream.
That sounds good, but this is really good. This
You know.
is
Simple and beautiful.
you know, the healthy.
Yeah.
Right. And what you want, and this is grapeseed oil, so we're really not adding a whole lot of
Nice.
loose calories in there. I really want us to have fun and be healthy and be fit.
Exactly. I love that about your food. I want to say that I know we've had a lot of conversation, you know, in the green room and when you were here before, that you're very conscious of having good, healthy food. Food that
Absolutely.
heals the body,
Absolutely.
food that feeds the body. So I love, you know, when people come to you for catering, that's what they're going to get.
That's what, and don't think that healthy is not good for you.
Right,
I mean, and
exactly.
not doesn't taste good.
Exactly.
Right, that's
But
the thing.
I like
Right.
more to say it's more sensual. And if we have a minute, I like to talk about one of the hidden ingredients that we always use is the mint.
So,
We ain't gonna get to it.
but next time you're here,
Next
we
time,
will.
Well, hook me up.
we'll have a whole mint
Yes.
episode. Mint.
So we want to thank you for being here,
Thank you
Chef
for
E.
having
This
me
is
again.
gorgeous.
This
and
is
it
great.
tastes good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you to all of our guests. Thank you to my co-host, Sarah. Happy Valentine's
Happy
Day.
Valentine's Day.
And we'll see you guys on the next episode of St. Louis Presents.